Thank you.
So that's us back, and makes a change to have 4 people around the table, and we are
You
now.
got milk?
No, I was going to put tea in first.
I know, I'm just going to go
Tea
like that.
Go on then.
So we are stuffed. We've had our lunch and we've had sticky toffee pudding, and but we are now going to taste our Rocky Road. Now I know this is the one that I made earlier, but I can guarantee that yours will taste exactly the same.
It's good.
And it looks exactly the same.
Yes.
So this is. Do you want to just show that to the camera?
Camera. Camera. I probably dropped a lot.
That's what Florence is hoping for.
Yeah. There we go. So dig in.
Oh,
Now I have cut these into smaller pieces, not because I'm being
corner
tight
piece.
with the Rocky Road, but because
we've all been picked.
Yeah.
We're going to need a nap after
a little bit of a sugar rush. Yeah. So dig in. And this is a bit where I can cut off as munching.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's totally different to what you get in any shop.
Oh yeah, that's excellent.
That is rocket. And you see what I was saying earlier on, that by putting all those lovely ingredients in, you won't want a big piece of that.
No.
Whereas the commercial stuff, you're like, oh, I just need another piece of that now.
No, that's just delicious.
Yeah.
That might not make it home. So how have you found it cooking with 2 people?
It's good. You know, it's been.
We weren't too
nice.
naughty, were
No.
we?
No. And I think because we all kind of had a knowledge of each other, Jim kind of knew you from me talking about you, but he knows Emma, so.
All bad, I'm sure. I wondered why my ears were burning.
So have you found doing the baking? And it was interesting watching you doing the photographer, because neither of you are food photographers, are you?
No, so I think both of us understand the basics and how it works, but it's not something that we do full time. So
yeah. Are you tempted now after seeing that to think maybe I could? I think mean, the ones that you took of the sticky toffee pudding, you know, and I'm like, oh yeah.
I think with food photography, it's probably like a lot of things. It's kind of nice to maybe dabble every now and then, but it's that feeling of it's the pressure of it. It's like that's how some people feel with weddings. They've done them maybe for a little while, and then they just think, I've liked it. I've maybe been quite lucky with it, but think I wouldn't want to be. It's too stressful. I think with food, to be honest, I think I'd probably put on about 6 stone in the first year.
I think like everything, food photography you only get really good at if you niche at it, and I'm just not prepared to niche. My community is too small for that, and I like to do lots of different genres to keep me interested. So
I think if you did food photography,
I don't know if the video is getting Florence.
No, just a little bit of ears.
Yeah.
You can't have chocolate, darling. It'll make you poorly.
She doesn't know she can't have chocolate. Whereas if that had been Beatrice, she'd have been like, oh, no, it's chocolate, I'll just go away.
No, you can't have it. She's obviously very clever.
She'd pinch the chocolate off you. Yeah. But yeah, I know what you're saying about the stress, because people have said to me, why don't you go on Great British Bake Off or something like that? And I'm like, that would actually be my worst nightmare. Because I bake because I like eating cakes. But I bake because I enjoy baking. I enjoy baking. I enjoy the chat while I'm baking, the chat while we're eating. Because eating cake alone is not much. Well, it is fun, but it's not as much fun as eating cake with friends.
No. It's a love language, isn't it? You make a nice cake for someone, you want to share it with a cup of tea. It's a way of caring.
Yeah. And if somebody's feeling a little bit fed up, and we used to see that in the tea room, and somebody come in really, really miserable, they'd just order a cup of tea or something, and I'd put a little bit of cake inside. I think, oh, no, I've not ordered that. I said, no, but I think you need it. Yeah, and it does make a difference.
Well,
Yeah.
you tune.
But Jimmy used to take his guitar in. Yeah.
Like
But what's your next things for both of you then? Let's just plug you while we've got the video going.
I have got 21 weddings between now and the October half term, which is quite a few.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
Which I'm
so that's
helping
my
with
big
one.
thing. Yes.
Mhm.
Looking forward to that. So yeah, kind of nice variety of weddings this year, which is always really good. That's the kind of main thing on the to-do list. I've got one more engagement shoot to do between now and that's me done for the 2025 couples, which is good. And then some more community events, which are always good. So Kilsyth Civic Week, that's the kind of next big one.
How people contact you?
On Instagram, on my website, through Facebook, Pigeon, but the cat, no, actually not with a pigeon.
Smoke signals.
Smoke signals.
What will they find
Track
you
me
under?
down at Wardrobe Photography on Instagram and on Facebook.
Okay. And I'll put a link into your website
Thank you.
as well. Yeah.
So how do you find it? Like, you see you've got 21 weddings. That's quite a lot.
Mhm.
So that's.
So I've already done a few this year. So I've
That
still
must
got
mean you've
21.
some double headers some
I,
weekends.
I've got 2 treble headers, which is brutal. So that's 3 weddings.
Friday,
where
Saturday,
it's-
Sunday.
Yeah. So one of those is a wedding over 2 days, and then one of them is 3 weddings. Together.
So what do you say? You're up to October. So what do you do? Do you shut down after October?
This year, I just haven't. I'm quite quiet after October. Particularly during COVID, a lot of us did a lot of weddings at weird and wonderful times of the year.
That makes you enough. I mean, I know
Yeah.
you've got to make enough money
Yeah.
and enough time.
So-
But when you've got that many, you want a quiet period.
Yeah,
just
you
to-
need a couple of months off. Yeah.
It's so intense.
Oh
isn't it,
yes.
you know?
And so like the year before last, I only had 6 weeks off between the end of one year and the start
Yeah,
of the
it's not
next,
enough.
and it can be quite intense. You kind of need to, like, obviously all your equipment needs to go clean. You kind of quite often need to kind of get everything off your computer to kind of make enough room for the next years. You
You're
need to do
still
all your
working.
engagement shoots.
Yeah, yeah.
You're still working, you're just not doing the kind of intense bit.
No.
So it's a lot of it tends to be determined by when the season starts and when the season will end for you. So it's just dependent. I've done weddings right up to Christmas Eve, and it can be a
I know
lot.
how intense because when we had our little training company,
Yeah.
we hadn't had a day off.
Mhm.
We were working 7 days a week.
And that's so hard. It
That
takes
was-
so
that
much
was-
out of
that
you.
was brutal.
But when you're working for yourself, that's just the joys of it's the good things.
your own-
So what about
Absolutely.
yourself, Jenny?
So I'm doing less weddings this year consciously because my poor body can't take it anymore. But I have a lot more commercial clients. So I'm doing a lot. In fact, I did one yesterday. A lot more content for personal branding. So for sort of like physiotherapists or people that run their own business. So they've got content and pictures of themselves. So that, and obviously newborns, families, mini sessions, all that stuff in my lovely new studio in Octorada.
Right. Okay. And how can people contact you?
So I'm JB Moments Photography on all the socials and my website.
Okay. And I'll put those into the video as well. Yeah. So I have my author proof of the book, which is Florence, the Tale of Florence and the King. So that's the first one of the this new series.
I love the size of
Yeah.
them, Deborah. They're like proper pocket
I
size.
know.
They
Well,
are.
it's
They're
inspired
lovely.
by the Beatrix Potter. This is the ones that I kind of took my inspiration from. So it's that size, and it's virtually the
Lovely.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So that is that's Florence and the King. That's with her children at Girvan. So that's open for pre-orders now. I'm just waiting for my stock to arrive now. So any moment there, they'll be there. But I am still looking for some more schools that, like yourselves, I've kind of got enough up until the end of this school year, because then obviously I have to write them and Jessica has to draw the illustrations. But to maybe go into some more schools after the summer holidays, junior schools, primary schools, where they can have their own book. Yeah, so
Amazing.
but that's that. So, well, I hope that you've enjoyed that.
Definitely.
It's been great fun.
It's
Thank you
been
so much
lovely.
for inviting.
Thank you for
And what
feeding
a
us.
what a happy accident based on us meeting
I
at a photography
know.
course and us meeting in a women's
Yes.
networking group.
Yes. Yeah, and it is that thing that with me, it usually involves cake.
That's good.
So,
And are you going to make Rocky Road sometime this
Quite
summer?
possibly, yes.
Oh yeah.
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 I think you can make. I think you could possibly make a Rocky Road while you downloaded a wedding. I may have to
Yeah.
experiment with that.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's one of the kind of recipes that the kids can join.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Have
Have
a
good
small
fun with that,
person
you know.
who would definitely like making
Yeah.
that.
And then, as I say, you can adapt it. You can put in,
Mhm.
you know, if you don't like Maltesers, put in. I have a daughter that doesn't like Maltesers. How has that even happened?
How are you two related?
I know. So you could put other
No.
stuff in, you know.
As long as it's got a crunch.
Yeah, it needs a bit of a crunch.
Mhm.
Well, we
otherwise
used
you
to
can
do a
eat it.
gluten-free one.
Yeah.
So gluten-free
Mm.
digestives and
Yes. So I used to make the
Mhm.
digestive biscuits first of all, and then I used to make trays of cinder toffee.
Mhm.
Cinder toffee and
That's a
break
good
that up.
combination.
Cinder toffee
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I had some.
it's such a fun thing to make as well. I think it's like a
Mhm.
science experiment, isn't it? Yeah.
Amazing.
And then I had some dairy and gluten-free chocolate from a company called Plamels, which is
Wow.
really nice. And I thought I'd never get anything that I'd like as much as Cadbury's,
Mhm.
but actually their chocolate is really, really nice. So I used to make that, and I just used to put a little bit extra chocolate into the base
Mhm.
because there's not the chocolate around the Maltesers,
Right.
That makes
Yeah.
just to
sense,
kind
yeah.
of compensate for
Mm.
that. And
It
that
is all
was-
just about tweaking stuff,
yes,
isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah. The only thing with using the cinder toffee is that once that's been out in the air, the cinder toffee goes very
Chewy.
chewy, and
Yeah.
and in the heat of the tea room, it almost went liquidy.
Mm.
But
Oh.
I don't think anybody complained. It's just like
Oh,
a
it could
chewy
almost be like a brownie.
Well,
Yeah.
fair enough.
But we
But
used to call that Candy Road, so that people wouldn't get
Ah.
mistaken.
if you were gluten free,
Mhm.
you would be doing somersaults to get
Oh, absolutely.
something you
Yeah.
Absolutely,
But
because
then if you
usually it's Mrs. Crimble's macarons or whatever,
Oh,
isn't it?
And the interesting thing was, so the Rocky Road, you know, we used to name our cakes after some. That was named after Russell because he used to come in. He'd have Rocky Road all the time, and he used to come in each time. So hello, Russell. He's probably watching. So if you ever need your washing machines fixed, Russell will come and do it because he's brilliant. Yeah. But we used to have another customer called Shona. Hi, Shona. And every time she came in, she'd have an omelette and then she'd have a piece of Rocky Road. So that was her thing. She'd never try any of the other cakes or anything. So if I was making Rocky Road, I wouldn't make Candy Road. I wouldn't have both on
No,
at the same
yeah.
time because it could get confusing for the customers. So this
Confusing
one
for
time, I know, so it was just Candy Road
Mhm.
that was in. And she was like, I don't think I want to try that because you won't be able to beat your Rocky. No, I only want that. And she tasted it and she's like, oh my goodness me. She says, that's nicer than the Rocky Road.
no.
And she wasn't gluten or dairy free. So it became Shona's Candy Road in the book. Yeah, so
I love the way the book everyone's are named after each other.
Yes.
My sister-in-law, she does vegan bakes in Dundee, so
Oh, right,
wedding
okay.
cakes and things. So
Yeah.
she's vegan, and she makes John the most amazing because she still makes vegan for everybody. So she made us
Right.
these there were dark chocolate and raspberry ruffles. Do you remember raspberry ruffles? Because
Oh, right,
they're
yes, yeah.
they're unintentionally vegan, and it had all that chopped through it, and they were like so a bit like sort of Tiffin Rocky
Yeah.
Road,
Yeah.
and it had some other bits and pieces in it as well. Oh, it's delicious. It is.
Yeah.
Even I couldn't tell.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's all about using good quality ingredients.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But yeah. And I would actually change the butter from that to use the stalk block in that. And when I first did it, and I'm like, actually, yeah. So
And as you say, people are just grateful then that it's something nice to eat rather than
yeah.
here's 2 bits of cardboard
Yes. Yeah.
with some icing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
know.
So
The cakes.
when is this issued
So
to the world?
this will take me a couple of days just to edit. So that's actually the book that all these recipes are from. I'll just go a little bit closer. Which will be back to front on that. Well, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing the videos, and I'll have to look to see whether I need to edit out the chocolate licking. To
See how salacious it
see
was.
how that looks. But Hopefully I will be able to leave
And I'm
some of the chocolate.
yes, and I've got 2 edits, and then I will send the pictures to you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got a couple of edits, and
Brilliant.
yes, you'll get some.
Thank you very much.
No, thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.